I'm Harry Smith, and welcome to Eye to Eye. Katie Couric is off. Paris Hilton's 3-week stay in jail has been a media circus. So what will she do for an encore? She reportedly says she wants to change her image. But veteran publicist Michael Levine says that could be harder than it sounds.
Has this hurt Paris? This whole going to jail thing, has it hurt her career, do you think?
The question is whether it's hurt her in the short term or in the long term. The short term, clearly she's been injured. In the long term, that's to be written. Prophecy is dubious business. We'll have to see what history presents to her.
What does she have to do to repair her image after this?
I think we need to focus first on what she need not do. You know, when you're in a hole, best thing to do is stop digging. And she's in a big hole, so you got to stop digging. You got to stop doing the very things that got her in the problem in the first place.
Stop the partying?
Stop the behavior that is likely to get her in jail again. The next thing, after you stop doing the things that got you in trouble in the first place, you then look at what you want to do. There are a lot of opportunities for her. She could become involved in philanthropy, not unlike Angelina Jolie, should she want to make that commitment. But the first thing you got to do is stop, if you're in a hole, stop digging.
Can she do that?
Of course she can. The question is whether she'll have the willingness. You know, celebrities respect wisdom, but obey pain. And she got herself in a lot of pain and a lot of trouble. And so she was very attentive to a new way of thinking. The question is, when she gets out of jail, will she be equally attentive? Because when you feel the heat, you see the light. And when that heat goes away, will you continue to keep it in, or will you relapse?
I'm just wondering, because part of her whole mystique is this party girl, so she's gotten benefit from this.
Part of her whole mystique has been the party girl. Now it's as if the reality show named Paris Hilton is going to a second act. And whether the second act can be adapted to a different kind of persona or image is really not knowable yet.
Oh. I'm wondering if there was a benefit to her bad girl behavior. I mean, it did give her the headlines.
Of course. I mean,
so there's a possibility she won't want to give that up.
Well, there is a possibility, but remember all the career changes that Jane Fonda went through. Think of those different story arcs in her career. Many people go through career changes. The question is whether Paris Hilton will have the capacity, the determination, the commitment to stick with it.
You mentioned Angelina Jolie, and I think that's a good example, because
she
was very dark and walking
party girl,
blood vial, the tattoos, and now she's known for
as
saving
a philanthropist.
Children.
That's right, a UN ambassador. Correct. Now, whether Paris Hilton will be able to do that or not will be for history to determine. But she has an opportunity. But most importantly, she's got to stop doing the things that got her in trouble in the first place.
What are the biggest challenges she faces to changing her behavior?
Well, she's been used to doing things one way for a long time and got a lot of social reward for that behavior, didn't she?
Yeah.
She now has to look at the world differently. You know, most people in the world participate in their career in a game-like way that feels like checkers, very reactive. But chess, of course, is a much more sophisticated game, and you have to think with 5 moves out. She's now in a place where she's playing chess, not checkers. And she's got to be more strategic. She's got to be around people that are willing to say no to her, willing to stand up to her. Frankly, thus far, it doesn't seem like her parents have been willing to do that. So now she has an opportunity, I think, if she gets the right team around her, to present herself in a much more thoughtful, considered way.